I found the artist. Do I contact the artist? Would he want to know? Would you want to know if it was you? I was at the thrift store not long ago, and I don't know, it's just there. I don't really think I was looking for anything. I think I just needed a little bit cheering up because the world's been a little bit of a drag lately, a little downer with all the weird politics and whatnot going on. So I walk into the thrift store. I go all the way to the back of the thrift store. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Just looking back and forth at all the things. And I didn't really see anything. I turned around. I started walking back to the front of the store, and leaning against a dresser, I saw a 2-foot by 2-foot painting, really bright, colorful painting of a dog. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I must get up closer and get a better inspection of this said painting. So I was checking out the painting, and I'm like, this is an original painting. And it's like green background, and the dog, I'm looking at it over there. The dog is yellowish, kind of a silly little dog wearing a red bandana. And I'm like, oh, this thing is really cute. Wonder how much it is. Look all around the frame, and I find this sticker on it. It's $10. $10 for this painting. You know, the frame is wrapped on the back. It's got a sticker on it, the whole bit. And I was like, oh, yes, hell yes, need this painting. The world is so dark and weird that this painting is so cute. It's so cute. It's so bright. It's so colorful. And I was like, this has to come home with me. So I come home, bring the painting home, and I find a spot for the painting above my door where it's kind of looking out at, my living room. It's super cute. And so it kind of led me down a Pinterest rabbit hole. I was like, oh, I should look at other cute paintings of dogs. I mean, I've been known to paint a few dogs or two, mostly in the watercolors because that's really what I work in painting-wise. But I kind of went down this Pinterest hole, and you know how that can go. That can take a little while to get down that Pinterest hole. But holy moly, I found the artist. The artist lives on the East Coast, and I'm thinking, how is this 2-foot by 2-foot original painting, how did it end up in this tiny, tiny thrift store in this tiny little town on the West Coast? So it's like 3,000 miles away. And I was like, gotta be a story there, right? So the question I have is, do I contact the artist and ask the artist what's the story of this painting? Do I tell him how much I paid for it? I don't know. But I started thinking about all the artwork that I've made over the years. I've made art for 30 years. I've had 7 different mediums or something like that. I've made rugs and baskets and felting and jewelry and different kind of jewelry and painting, and I wonder to myself, wonder how much of my artwork has ended up at a thrift store for $10. And I kind of was thinking about that, and I thought, oh, well, I mean, yeah, after a while you get like it was cute, and maybe you're done with it. I think every artist has thought about that. I mean, I remember being in a group of artists, and we were out doing thrift shopping, think we were in Kansas City, and we all kind of joked at one day we'll find our art in the thrift store. And how would that make us feel? I don't know. And then I find this painting for $10. I mean, you kind of pour your heart and your soul into your work, you know? It's pretty personal. So, how does it feel when it gets discarded or super cheap? I think some of my baskets and rugs and the felted vessels and the sculptures that I've made, I could definitely see them, you know, after a while hitting the thrift store. But silver, some of the jewelry I've made out of silver, I think to myself, with the metal prices going through the roof right now, like, people will just melt that down. I mean, like, I sold jewelry, like, let's say this was a long time ago, early 2000s, like, I'd sell a pendant for $38. I'm not sure what it'd be worth now, but it'd probably be worth about 3 times that much just in metal, because back then silver was $4 an ounce, and it actually hit 120 ounces last week. It dropped back down to 90, but it's still up there. Some say it's going to go higher. And then I thought about all of the, you know, the gold jewelry that people have made over the years, or all the silver jewelry, all of that fine jewelry that was made. Like, are people going to hang on to that? Or are they going to go, let's melt it? Let's melt it and get the money for it. I don't know. And then, I make jewelry now out of steel. And I think, well, I guess that's going to be around a while, because people are not going to be melting down steel for the cash. It's just kind of an interesting thought. So I guess with this dog, I think about this dog kind of came into my life at the right time, because it was so dark and it is so cheerful. And then I think to myself, all of the work that we make, even if it ends up at a secondhand store, a thrift shop, I mean, if someone buys it, they buy it because they like it. And maybe it's just the right time for that person to have that particular thing that we've made. I don't know. Do you think I should contact this artist and find out the story? Do I tell him how much I paid for it? Would he want to know? Would you want to know if it was you? I think I would want to know. I think I would love it if someone contacted me and said, hey, I bought your piece of artwork at a thrift store for $10. And I'd be like, what? Across the country? How crazy. I don't know. Tell me what you think.